In this video, I'm going to break down for you a secret rule that is taking place silently and not so silently inside of your relationship. So if you're struggling in your relationship and you're really feeling like everything is going on and you have no control over it, and maybe it's your spouse's problem or you're just stuck, in this video, I'm going to break it down for you and I'm going to show you what is happening underneath the surface, this law that is going on that is going to free you from how you're feeling and give you so much more power back over your situation and over your relationship. If we haven't met, I'm Sophie Orozco. I'm a marriage turnaround expert. I single-handedly turned around my own marriage from the brink of divorce and separation, even when everybody said it was hopeless. And I have helped hundreds of men, women, and couples turn their marriages around and create incredible lasting change, not just in their marriages, but in their lives. All right, so let's get into it. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a universal law, a law. It is happening in your relationship and you probably don't realize it. And that is the law of correspondence. It's also called the law of reflection. And we're going to break it down today. Basically, what it means is what's going on within you. So within, as within, so without. As within, so without, right? What does that mean? It means that whatever you are experiencing in your inner reality is going to appear in your external reality. And this is so true in marriages and relationships, right? And so for most of you, you probably don't think about your relationship like a spiritual assignment, right? You probably don't think about what your spouse is doing as something that is actually happening inside of you. You just think it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them, right? Like they're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing this, they're doing that. And this law, which is happening inside of your relationship, is so empowering because what it means is that what is happening inside of you, your core beliefs, your viewpoints on things, your state of being is going to be reflected back from your relationship and from the outside world. So I'm going to break it down a little bit more, right? And so basically what it means is your relationship is a mirror of what you feel about yourself and how you're experiencing the world. So if you feel I'm never chosen, I'm always alone, I have to do everything on my own, relationships are hard work, my husband's lazy, I am not enough. That core belief, that core way that you're feeling inside is going to start to be reflected back to you through your partner's actions, through how they're showing up, right? If you feel constantly unseen, for example, you're constantly going to be seeking validation and you're not going to feel safe to express your needs. You may attract emotionally unavailable dynamics or shut down people because we're either attracting or we're creating, right? So maybe you've attracted someone into your life that actually validates that part of yourself that doesn't feel chosen, doesn't feel like enough. Maybe you're carrying all this resentment, criticism, fear, and your relationship is starting to reflect that back to you, right? And this is why when I talk to people and I ask them, like, does what you're experiencing in your relationship feel familiar to something else that you've experienced in your earlier life? They usually say yes. Like, I felt like this in my childhood. I felt like this here. I felt like this there, right? Because how you feel inside of yourself, what you're experiencing internally is going to be reflected back, right? It's almost like you have a movie projector and you're projecting your viewpoints onto the outside world and you're seeing the movie play exactly what you're experiencing and what you're believing, right? And a belief is just a thought that we think multiple times, right? So we think that thought over and over and over and over and over again, and then it becomes our belief. And a lot of our beliefs are not even ours. They're picked up from childhood. They're picked up from things that people say to us about ourselves, right? So if you believe deep down, I am happy, I am joyful, I am chosen, I am adored, I am cherished. These things, these core beliefs that you have about yourself are also going to be reflected back to you in the interactions that you're having. If you believe I'm never enough, I'm never chosen, I'm always last on people's lists, then you're going to start to see that reflected back to you. right? Your beliefs create your reactions create your patterns create your relationship dynamic, right? So often we're like, it's all of their fault. Everything is happening outside of me. But when we can see, no, everything is being reflected back to me. This is hard for people to get their head around, and it's very hard for people to take radical responsibility for their lives. But when you can do that, and when you can go inside and say, okay, what am I believing about myself? What am I believing about relationships? Then you have a huge opportunity for growth here, right? And so if you have that belief that I'm not chosen, you might over-explain, you might chase connection, you might fear abandonment, you might criticize when your needs aren't being met, right? And so this is the law of correspondence in action, right? Because when you show up in that way, your partner's going to feel criticized, defensive, shut down, and then it's going to reinforce that belief loop. So as within, so without. As within, so without, right? What are you believing? What are you doing, right? Are you showing up as the person that you want to be? Because deciding to be the person that has an amazing marriage and does the things that someone with an amazing marriage does is going to get you further than trying to change your spouse. Your relationship reflects your inner world. If you're not feeling joyful, if you're not feeling happy, if you're not feeling that you've got your spark, then your relationship isn't going to feel joyful. It's not going to feel happy, and the spark is going to be gone. Right? So trying to change the outer world without changing your inner world is always going to keep you stuck. When you start to heal internally, when you start to show up differently, then the relationship has an amazing opportunity to grow. If you're really looking to turn your marriage around and you're wondering, what are the steps to turn your marriage around, go ahead and check out the next video here where I break down the exact steps to turn your marriage around if your spouse has said that they no longer love you anymore. See you in the next video.